50 Shades of Grey, the worldwide phenomenon that has been banned before it has been released, the book that has been judged by its cover. Good day, classmates! We have interviewed random people all over IIT regarding their different shades of perception.
Literary enthusiasts have continued to critique whether it should be considered literature or pornography in disguise.
In my opinion, it's a bit of both, but it probably would lean towards porn more because it aims to entertain. I mean, the reason E.L. James wrote that, as far as I know, is that she initially wrote it as a fan fiction to Twilight, in which everything is far more sexual. So I really think that she must have done it for the purpose of gaining a lot of readers in the first place. If it was literature, the readers would come on it on their own rather than actually entertain you by giving you images of these certain activities. You're supposed to learn something from literature, classics and stuff like that.
I think 50 Shades is purely pornography, the fact that it uses BDSM to allure its readers. Because when it comes to the love of Christian, I do not think that it is pure love. It started out of BDSM and then it just developed into a love. Now, I can't consider 50 Shades of Grey literature because of the qualities that most women are allured to it because of the sex factor, not really the literary factor, and there are no values that can be really extracted from the 50 Shades of Grey series. And then Grey as a character, he is mostly a flat character, although in the second and third books he develops into a darker Grey character. When it comes to Anna, Anna is also a flat character. She is very naive and she easily falls into the prey of Mr. Grey.
Para sa ako, ang 50 Shades kay porn siya and not literature kay murag since, di ba, we've studied literature matas murag somehow na siya standard bitaon sa literature tapos murag porn siya kay murag bitag out of nowhere lang kinay sex na murag bitag siya sa porn food na kanang video na porn na kanang murag wala bitaw di kayo siya kanang wala siya context and although naman siya story and naman siya plot to the 50 Shades pero murag wala siya murag significance bitaw kay although somehow murag social commentary or murag reflection siya sa society karon pero dili siya niyo mo-consider na kanang worth remembering bitaw or worth studying for its quality. Ito siya.
An intensified sex between an emotionally unstable man and an overly inquisitive woman. Is it love or lust?
Book 1 in the 50 Shades of Grey series is all about lust for me. It is evident in the supposed contract between Anastasia Steele and Christian Grey. To mention some parts that depict lust would be the parts when Christian Grey warned Anastasia to steer clear away from him. The part when Christian became a little stalkerish and went to Anastasia's workplace, and the elevator part, if you know what I mean. In my opinion, the first book is indeed lustful, but in the near end of the story, both of them had realizations about having feelings for each other, which resulted to the continuation entitled 50 Shades Darker.
For me, 50 Shades of Grey really isn't love. It's more of lust because, first of all, that's where they really form their relationship. And then I don't think a sexual relationship can form into love. I think love takes... Not only... I think love can happen between two people even without sex. So I think that was just an aftermath of their sexual relations. That's why they think it's love, especially on Anastasia's part. She thinks it's love, but I think it's more on her mindset. It's all in her mind. I think that, and also I don't think on Christian's part, for me, it's more of it's an addiction. It's not really a good relationship to say that it's love. That's all.
So do I consider 50 Shades of Grey as a story of love or of lust? Well, I want to consider it as a story of, well, lust, because technically these people, as I say, Anna and Mr. Gray, Mr. Christian Grey, has actually had this, I don't know, have this relationship of this mutual relationship of trying to satisfy each other's sexual hunger. Well, most likely Mr. Gray's character for that matter. I also think that as the book goes on, it tries to put a romantic input into it. It tries to develop a romantic sense into the story, but it doesn't actually do that. Or it doesn't do that romantic, that romantic subplot justice, like, at all. For that matter, I guess the book failed to actually put a romantic subplot for that. It's basically a pornographic book. It's basically that, and it focuses more on how lustful a person can be and how lustful you can be if you're the reader. That's it.